how are you doing? Today we are talking about the shows that I watched in the final quarter of 2023, so that means in October, November, and December. I don't have a whole lot to talk about, but I do have a decent enough list, and I actually made some decent progress on finishing some shows that I've been in the middle of for quite some time, so you'll be proud of me for that, I hope. And I found a new obsession, so there's that. Anyway, let's just get into things. Starting off with Only Murders in a Building. In my last video, I did talk about how I was in the middle of watching season 3. I finished that up at the very start of this quarter. In fact, I'd already finished it up at the time I finished that video. I did think this season is my least favorite so far of the show. It is still like very high quality, very entertaining. It's not bad at all, but I just feel like for a lot of the season, like the main three, spent a lot of time apart, and I feel like that hurt the show because I feel like the show is at its best when they're kind of like goofing off of each other, like bouncing off of each other, and that just was not very present this season. So therefore, I don't know, I don't like this one as much. Next, we have the obsession of the video, and that's Criminal Minds. Hi, how you doing? So basically, since I joined TikTok like in the pandemic, the For You page has known me extremely well. The only thing that it consistently gets wrong is that it thinks I'm a Grey's Anatomy and Criminal Minds fan. And I don't know how it got that ID, but it was convinced. And you know what? This time around, when a lot of Criminal Minds videos were flooding my For You page, I got convinced to watch it, which it sounds very odd to people who know me because this is not at all my type of show. But I got convinced to try it out, and I clicked play, and I didn't stop for like a solid month. I got to season 5, episode 18. That's the episode I ended up eventually quitting on. But I had to put like a restriction upon myself towards the end of November because my life was just entirely consumed with Criminal Minds. I was not doing anything else besides watching Criminal Minds or like reading Criminal Minds fan fiction or watching fan videos on TikTok about Criminal Minds. Like I was just, it was nothing else. And then we already are getting into December. And in December I kind of like made it my mission to try and catch up on shows that I either missed out on, which is like the MCU shows on this list, or just like finishing some up because I was in the middle of a lot of them, and I just wanted to start a new year with as much of a blank slate as possible. So we're starting things off with Secret Invasion. I finished the first season. I stopped halfway through because I thought it was really boring. It's not a good show, which is a shame because like the Secret Invasion storyline is so interesting and there's so much potential there, but this did nothing with it. It just went so boring. So I ended up finishing up Secret Invasion. My mind did not change. In fact, I think I got even more bored by it. And I also after that watched Am Groot, the second season. This is just like, I didn't even know that there was gonna be more of these. But I feel like last year or the year before we got like a 5 or 6 like shorts, like 5-minute shorts about Groot. I recall I Am Groot. And then for some reason this year we got like a new season of it, which is fine. You know, they're not anything spectacular. This is definitely something you can skip. There's nothing in here that you'll miss. But I like Groot. I liked the first compilation of shorts fine enough. I thought they were cute. I liked the animation of it. So I thought I just check them out as well. But like this took like half an hour to watch, maybe. Then I also finally finished Forecasting Love and Weather. This is a K-drama, and I was stuck on like needing to watch one more episode for so long. I don't know why I kept putting it off, but I did. This is the theme of this entire show. Like I dragged my feet to finish the show. I do not know why, because I do always like it while I'm watching it. It just like, you know, something I have to stop watching to do other stuff, you know. And then when I get back on Netflix, that's never like the first show I click to watch because I'm not like compelled to watch it again. So yeah, there's that. Then I also finished series 16, the latest season of Taskmaster. I was not the biggest fan of this season, which sounds weird to me because Sue Perkins is one of my favorite contestants like ever. Like I loved her this season, and there were some great tasks and stuff, and I do generally still enjoy my time watching the show. Like it is a comfort show, I will always enjoy watching it, but I wasn't nuts about the season. Then I also made some progress in King the Land. The last time I did you, apparently I was on episode 2, and I'm currently on episode 9. This is another one that I tried to make progress in, but this is another one that just isn't that compelling to me. I'm enjoying my time while I'm watching it, but it just, again, not one I decide to click on every single time I open Netflix. It is not something I actively am gravitating towards. And next, another K-drama, My Demon. I got to episode 7, so I still have some catching up to do. I know I'm very behind, but the holidays have been busy and I have not been able to sit down, and I'm so sad about that because I am loving this. So 2 episodes are being released of the show weekly on Friday and Saturday, I think, and it's so much fun. It has like a paranormal twist to it, and I am really liking this, and I get the tension of like the romance in this one I really like. And then another show I'm finished, and then I'm proud of myself for finishing is High School Musical the Musical, the series, our final season. If you watched my last video, you know I watched the first episode and we were like, nope, I hate this so much. But I still felt the need to push through the season because the final season we're not getting anything more from the show, and I absolutely love the first 3 seasons, so I feel like it's a disservice if I just like don't finish it. But it was terrible, and you know, it was the most wonderful time of the year, so of course also had to rewatch Hawkeye. This is the 3rd year in a row that I've still watched the show, but of course the first year being when it actually came out. I rewatched it last year just because I wanted to, and then this year I was like, I can't let the holidays pass by without watching Hawkeye. And I think it's going to become a yearly tradition now because I genuinely could not do it. And I rewatched it. I had a blast. It's such a fun show. I really like it. I think it is my 2nd favorite MCU show. WandaVision still holds that #1 spot very tightly, but like that doesn't have as much like rewatch value, if that makes sense. And then something I thought I'd never say is that I watched Loki season 2 and I fucking loved it. If you've been around here, you know I not the biggest fan of the first season of Loki, which was a shame because that was one of my most highly anticipated for Phase 4 projects, because I love Loki. He's one of my favorite characters in the MCU, which is to no one's surprise, I think. So I was really excited for him to get his own show, and the premise of it Tinker Soldier Sale with that last season, the first season was so disappointing, and I did not like the direction they went in. But this 2nd season, I at first just wasn't excited to watch because again I didn't like the first season, so this was just not anticipated like at all, and I actually ended up really loving it. Like this season was so good, like they really lean more into kind of like the TVA. I really loved that change in kind of like direction. I thought it was a really smart choice to make, and I love what they did with it. Visually it was absolutely stunning this season. Oh my god, like the first season was also beautiful, but like this was just blew me out of the water. The plot was so good, and I was on the edge of my seat the entire time watching it, and I just mind blown. And again, Loki's character development this season just phenomenal. Then of course I also had to start the Percy Jackson and the Olympians show as it was coming out. I'm watching this weekly, which means I watched the first 3 episodes were released in December. I did a video reacting to the first 2 episodes, which was the premiere on my channel, so you can go check that out if you want to. I'm really enjoying the show. I think they're doing a great job at adapting the books, and I'm very excited to see what else they're going to do with the show. I of course also have been watching QI. I have decided at this point, I'm watching this backwards, and I think I started towards like the middle of season 8 and now I'm like in the middle of season 4. I have decided that I am gonna stop watching it, at least like older episodes, because right now as I'm filming this in January, a new season is coming out of QI, and I am planning on watching that week to week, but I am not planning on like going back and watching any more of the old episodes, just because I feel like they lost their charm for me. And then we're wrapping up 2023 with Shadow and Bone. I finally finished it. Are you proud of me? I'm caught up. I was gonna say I'm caught up, but like I am finished with it because it got cancelled. But I figured out why it took me so long to watch this season, like season 2, because it's not good. No offense to everyone who loves the show, but I loved the first season as well. I thought it was a great adaptation. I think they integrated the crows really well into the Shadow and Bone storyline. But the 2nd season was so boring. Oh my god. That's the reason why I dragged my feet so much. And I didn't realize it until I was finished with it, because while I'm watching it, I'm having a fun enough time because I love these characters so much and I love this world so much that I automatically am gonna have a good time while watching. But I tried to figure out why I was dragging my feet on the show so much and why I would leave so long in between episodes. And I finished it and I realized this season just was really boring. Like the plot this is just, it was so boring, and I don't know why they did that. I also thought it was obvious that they did not know what to do with the quotes this season, because they were pointless. That is everything I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what you thought of these shows. If you watched them and saw some of these shows you watched in the last quarter of the year, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.